Just geeking out. We're here on Sunday, and on Sundays, we talk some geek. I'm
Yeah,
Lawrence
man.
St. Victor. We got my cousin, Christopher St. Victor, right here. On this show, we go over some geek news, but really, there's just the stuff we want to talk about. So I'm sorry if there's
That's how it
more.
should be. That's how it should be. I
I'm
don't care
sorry if
what
there's
you guys
more.
want.
And so it doesn't really matter what any of you want.
No.
That's not true, but it is true. But you know what I want? I want y'all to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you hear us talk more about stuff that you may or may not want to hear, and we don't care.
Just do as you're told, and that's it.
Just do as you're told. Yes, Chris, how was your week, man? And nothing serious, just really geeky stuff. We don't care about your personal life.
No, you don't care about my trial and tribulations. It's good. Nah, it's good. It's good. Not much new stuff because it's obviously Christmas, but it was Sebastian's birthday last week.
It was Sebastian's birthday.
Let me
Big
show you what I
boy.
got. I'm gonna share my screen because this thing is big. I got him a couple things. I got him an airsoft gun because he's really into airsoft, and then I got him
Nice.
this thing, Rolling Thunder. So
Austin, what's going on, my guy? Sorry we're a little late. We here though.
we are here.
Oh, what is this? It's G.I. Joe, I assume.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
It looks so different.
It does. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
It's clean.
It is. It's in great shape, and we've already played with it.
Wait, is that vintage?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
The original 1988 joint. So my plan is like, so we've been buying a lot of these. They don't make these toys anymore, right?
Right.
They don't. Not even new. They don't make them.
Not like this. No.
Not period.
Oh.
So G.I. Joe is making the Classified series, which is a 6-inch line. So what I figured is what I've been doing with Sebastian is we've been kind of buying up some of these old toys.
They don't make the 4-inch line anymore? Or whatever.
Not right now. There's nothing new in the 3 3/4-inch line. Everything new that's out is Classified series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what we've been doing is we've been buying these, and my plan is that I buy them as complete as possible. And then if it's like this one was missing, like you see this gun right here, it's missing one of these guns on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go Macari, I'll piece them together. So all the vehicles we have are 100% complete. So
100%.
Now everything we have upstairs right now is 100% complete, unless it's like a parts car that we still like. We have a couple of vamps that are like.
Does Sebastian appreciate this? Does he appreciate like how much time and work it takes to piece this thing together from 40 years ago?
I don't know. He enjoys playing with it. I mean, we watched so what happened was we play a lot of Joes, and sometimes when we play G.I. Joes, we watch G.I. Joe on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's on Prime and whatever. They had a commercial. Like, hey, we can't show it because it's on YouTube, but there's a commercial for Rolling Thunder that was on here. He's like, that thing looks so awesome, Daddy. I want it so bad. That'd be great. And I knew it was going to be expensive, so I was like, you know what? Maybe for your birthday, we'll get it. So my plan is I know that we're not going to be playing on the floor. Maybe we probably might, but I know the point where he's going to want to like not want to use it. But I think he's going to be a collector for like us for forever. So if I get these things as complete as possible, then it'd be nice to have a nice collection of it. So,
and it's already, I mean, because he's starting out with the collector's piece.
With the collector's piece,
it's not like straight from Target. It's like this is already something somebody would pay some good money for if you want to sell it.
And even now that it's complete, it's so what I'll do is I'll shop the stuff, and there's some major components that you can find. When it's complete, it really, really brings top dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So this complete, sometimes $200-300. I got this one for $100 and change.
Yeah.
Missing a couple things. I pieced the other pieces together for $20, and that's it. So I'm complete. So
True.
Everything we have complete now, you sell complete, you could demand top dollar for it.
No notes, Chris. I got no notes. Well done. No notes at all. What about you? What did you do for yourself?
Me? Nothing. I got it's just been I've been thinking about other people like a sucker. Like
you're ill.
I know.
Ew. Well, I have. Thank God I haven't.
Good thing, but yeah, no, I've been. I did pick up the Battle Beast. Whatever. I picked up the Battle Beast trade. I don't know if I showed. I think I showed this to you. I picked this up recently.
Chris, hold down the fort.
Yeah.
Shay's calling me. Hold
Go ahead.
down the fort.
So yeah, so I got this Battle Beast trade, which is pretty dope. So if you guys rated Invincible, actually Lawrence put me onto Invincible. Shoot, I don't know, 15 years ago, a while ago. So this is in the Invincible universe. Battle Beast, you see him in the cartoon. He's a big factor in the show. And then, yeah, I haven't read the trade, but the thing with Invincible that I like that carries over from the cartoon is the
What am I doing?
wrong way, homeboy.
What am I doing?
The thing from Invincible that I really like is that it carries over from the art. So there are two factors for me that really, really, really mean a lot: is art and the storyline. So if I have both here, both art and a strong story, I'm loving it. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. We got some news from the people. Austin said, Lawrence, I tried to hit you up on Instagram, but you never did respond. It's all good. I don't know. I'll let him know to respond. Oh, he didn't. Yeah, I got what you mean. So I'll let Lawrence know when he comes back. You know, Lawrence is a famous dude. Let me tell you. I'm trying to think. What else do I have here that I can show you guys? Oh, I'm designing a new GI Joe for Sebastian. I'll share my screen and I'll show you. So I don't know if you guys may not know, but I do a lot of 3D design. I have a big 3D printer. You see my Bamboo Labs behind me here. It's a multicolor printer. This one actually has 4 colors. So recently, Bamboo Labs came out with is it called an AMS switch, where I can run multiple units of this piece, where I can run multiple colors. Because right now, oh, thanks, Austin. Right now, I'm stuck printing 4 colors. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this to realistically 1 more unit, and the 1 more unit on the Bamboo Labs, I can print 8 colors at once. So this was supposed to be like a mobile jail, but the door broke, so I got to reprint it again. So I designed that, and now I'm designing. I'll show you here. So now here I'm designing Sebastian's new action figure. So this disc in the middle here is going to be for a magnet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have magnets in the arms, magnets in the legs, magnets in the back, magnets in the chest, and then I'm going to take the guns and the accessories, and the guns and the accessories I'm going to have them magnetized also. So if you guys remember the old school Magneto from Toy Biz, had the magnet in the chest and had the magnets everywhere. Same principle, same thing. I'm taking the tiny magnets and putting it in. So it should be pretty cool. So this was originally actually a Cobra guy that I added some details here, added the chest, and the magnet's gonna go here. And then I have a 3D scanner, and I'll take this because this is thanks, Austin. I appreciate it.
Chris, do you see me?
No, I don't see you. I just see a twirling. I didn't know you were back.
I just got back, but I don't know how to get back.
This was just gonna be the Chris show for now.
Oh God.
So, well, while you figure it out, I'm gonna finish saying what I was saying, because what I was saying was important.
I'll show you on Instagram, but I'm sorry, dude. You know what?
We did that, Lawrence. We did all that.
But I'm gonna tell him, like, I had a hard time logging into the Just Geeking Out Instagram account. So just hit me up directly, L Saint Vic on Instagram. My bad. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have
Etcetera's here. He can't wait to see the final product. Did I miss
that? What up, man? So yeah, I'll show you the final product. So I have the part. So here's where I'm going to take the printing a step further, and then I'm going to stop screen and go big again. So when you print, obviously, I don't know, you print in layers and you get these lines, right? That because it's just the nature. Because I don't print, I print with PLA. I don't print in resin, which I have a resin printer, but it's a lot more work. It's a lot more finicky. So I have a coating. Like let me get this one close, because you can really see the printing here. Like if I hold an angle, you can see like the actual layer. You see like the layering there, like how it has those ridges. That's the layering. So I have an epoxy that actually fills in the layering it actually hardens the PLA because PLA is great to print.
Chris, how do I come back?
I don't know.
You're taking way too much advantage.
I
You
don't know,
like that
but
I'm gone. I don't like this. Why am I gone?
I don't know why you're gone.
Help me.
I don't know. Get a new computer. All I see is a spinning circle.
You see a spinning circle?
Yeah.
It's just black on my end.
Well, that's usually what you see.
See there. Negroes. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I guess I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right, go and come back in.
Hold it down. Tell them more about your free.
All right, so he'll be back. So anyway, so it's a two-part epoxy. So what it does is actually dries clear and it'll fill in these lines, so it will look smooth like regular plastic. So I have yet to try it. Let me see where I can find it. I think I have the actual item itself
here now.
Oh, you're here. All right. Well, that's it. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna try out this new epoxy and see how it works out. I'll let you guys know next week.
Do I say Chris here?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. It is what it is.
Bother me.
Technical difficulties. Sorry, everybody. Well, I got some stuff, Chris.
What do you got? Let me see.
Did you pick up this bad boy? Finally, 2 came out.
That's on my Christmas list. Wait, was that part 2?
Part 2.
Oh shoot! I thought that wasn't coming out till February.
Yes, December. Part 2.
Oh shoot!
Ooh,
so I have the first night on my list, but I've been dying for part 2.
Oh, you went up because we didn't know that. For everyone that doesn't know, Chris and I jumped into Batman second night graphic novel. We have the first issue. It's pretty much Batman in the 1940s, old school type of storytelling, and we didn't realize that this whole time there was a first night that came out a couple years ago, because that's how we're your wonderful source of comic book news. But now, finally, since we started with Second Night and we read the first issue of Second Night, and we've been patiently waiting for book 2 of Second Night, and it finally dropped. And Chris, don't wait.
I'm copping it tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow.
Don't wait, because these things be gone.
That is not on my Christmas list, so I have no problem going out to pick that up.
Get that bad boy, man. I haven't cracked it open yet, but I'm very excited. I'm almost thinking like maybe I should read First Night first. I don't know.
You already won, like
that's true. Okay, Lawrence, seeing how to hit you up because DM you, great pickup. Yeah. Elsing Vic on Instagram, and I was trying to get back into the Just Geeking Out Instagram page, and I was having a hard time. It's what happens when you get older. Technology's like, where is technology? I grabbed this today.
There you go.
I'm very excited for this. Batman and Robin Year 1.
Nice.
This is a great book, Chris. I have the first 2 issues. I might just send you those. I might like you know how we said we're just gonna send each other our extras.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna send you the first 2 issues of this, but this is great. It's really well written. Batman's not a jerk. You know, I was trying to make Batman a jerk when he's mentoring Robin. He's not a jerk. Yeah, he's what you would imagine a guy would be who's also lost his parents, so it's just really a comic book week this week. Etc. got some stuff though. Last week I picked up the Marvel action figure Silver Surfer, and also from Spider-Man the Animated Series, and the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin's dope. Did you pick up?
Hold on, let me see what the Silver Surfer looks like. Which one is it? Is it Marvel Legends?
Yeah, it has to. I think it has to be.
Yeah.
I was thinking about grabbing that. Not a Year 1 Matt Murdock. Marvel Legends just dropped. Not just dropped, but it's been out for a little bit. He's pretty much in all black with the scarf around his head, similar to what he was wearing in season 1 Daredevil.
Yo, that Silver Surfer is dope.
It's cleaning. It's clean.
Look, some of these Marvel Legends figures are actually pretty cool. They're expensive though. I mean, expensive when you compare them to McFarlane, but they're really.
McFarlane's been creeping up.
Yeah, they have. But I'm digging this.
That's sick. That's actually sick.
Yeah.
And today I just picked up Doom for the Super Nintendo Mario Kart 7 for 3DS, so my wife would have her own copy, and Metroid for the 3DS. Get it in, man. Happy early Christmas.
In fact, I just found my DS recently. I was looking for it right now, and
Is that like they're all different colors? Nintendo.
yeah, I
I
have
missed that.
yeah, I got it from like I wanted some old job I had or some nonsense. I don't know where it is now. But I turned it on, and the thing booted right up with GoldenEye. I was like, "Oh shoot!" The thing is, the battery. What battery do they use? Because this battery is still working. Now, of course, I've been looking at it all week, and now we're talking. We can't find it. You know what I did buy though? Can I show you one more thing?
Please.
Not necessarily adjacent, but cool. This is an actual.
It's backwards. Drinking fountain.
This is an actual.
You're like it's not necessarily adjacent. No, Chris has nothing to do with this.
But yeah, this is real. This is
Wow.
it's restored, but it's real. This was
Wow.
somewhere down in Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool, right? It's I think it's just cool to have a piece of history like that, you know?
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Also, have you guys heard about the Chaos Muff Toy Superman figure and the Clark Kent are 2025 figures of the year? Dude, I haven't heard about that, but honestly, I'm about to do, I keep saying all the YouTube videos I'm about to do and I never get around to, but what I will get around to, or maybe Chris, we just do it on here, but I think I want to do it a separate video, but my top 10 figures of the year and that Clark Kent Muff Toys, it might be number 2 behind my Hot Toys. The Hot Toys, David Cornsweat's a beautiful figure. Whether you like the movie or not, or the costume or not, it's a well-made figure. But that Muff Toys Clark Kent is sick. That's definitely top 3 of my pickups of 2025.
Hold on, let me see. I found it right here. I found one on eBay for $125,
which actually is that's good. They're going for like $100.
Yeah.
So that's not too crazy.
Yeah.
That's not too crazy at all.
So this was. Do you have this one, Lawrence?
Yes, Chris. What you talking?
Yeah, this is the one that you show, right?
This is the one, my ninja.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
It is dope. It's a beautiful figure, and
that's how you have it figured right now, right? With the overcoat on.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of Superman figures, but it's cool to just have a Clark Kent. But I probably have him. I probably pose him up a little differently coming up and have him ripping his shirt open.
I'm telling you that I always have like this soft spot for like those secret identity figures. Like when like I bought all those toys just so I could have the Bruce Wayne figure. Like it's just cool to have their secret identity in like a figure forms because we have a million of them in in costume, but it's cool to see that. I think that's really cool.
It's a third party, and they made a wonderful figure. The cloth goods are perfect. The actual sculpt of the figure, it's a good figure. Like it doesn't feel cheap and hollow. Like it feels like if it was a licensed product, I don't see it being any cheaper than what they're selling it for.
Yeah.
Like it's worth the price. Jack put me onto it. It's worth the freaking price. I almost want to buy another one. Just because.
You could cop this one. This one's ready to go.
No, one is enough, but I was debating it because I wanted to have one full Clark and one with the shirt ripped open. But I'll be getting the LPZZ Batman Arkham figure coming. So this is the one that I showed you last week.
We spoke about this one. This one is dope.
It might be the best Batman action figure ever made. It's sick, but it's not. Austin was crazy about it. It's not a true 6-inch figure. It's kind of weird. So he might have to pose him by himself. But it's a sick figure, man. I still might get it. I'm debating. I still got to open this guy. It's terrible. Haven't even opened this guy yet.
Life be lifing, man.
Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing. Yo, Hunter Iggy's in the house. Lawrence and Ice Cube. What's up, fellas? Where's Smokey? Smokey, my man.
What up, Hunter Iggy?
Dude, but those are my pickups. Like I didn't buy a whole lot.
I mean, It is. We are into the Christmas time. We're at the home stretch.
Dude, I don't start shopping for. I started Christmas shopping yesterday,
Good for you.
which is usually early for me.
Good for good for you. Good for you.
I don't do that month out shopping stuff. I don't.
So usually I'll do a big batch like for Cyber Monday. Then I'll procrastinate, and then
Back in the day, I was walking around Manhattan for hours, just
nothing crazy.
holding bags, looking like somebody robbed me.
Yeah,
Somebody robbed me.
I don't do that no more.
No, I don't do that. But I'll tell you, I went into a store and bought someone a gift, and I was shocked at how there was no line. And I'm like, oh, because everybody's buying stuff online,
Different.
it's not that hard to go into these stores now.
No, it's not.
It's not that difficult. Are you ready for some news, Chris?
Yeah, give me some news.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with some news. Let me share my screen, sir. What's etc. saying? What's etc. saying?
We got Austin before etc. And then
Oh, what?
etc. What's going on, man? I
Oh.
saw you said we go back and forth a couple messages here and there. You know, sharing content. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. And what is Austin saying? I can see.
Austin was saying,
Well, put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Austin says, honestly, I believe Chaos Toys defeated Gong Studios' Hush figure.
Hold on. Let me think about this before I share my screen. What did he say? I go back. I mean,
hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hush Batman figure is cool. It's like utility belt in the same place. But let me jump back. To these.
Honest.
He said the Chaos Toys defeated the Gong Studios Hush figure. So let me open up let me find the Chaos
Toys. No, bro. I don't know, man. I didn't open this up. I don't know, but this cape is like.
Here's the Gong on eBay that's going for $150.
Well, no, you know what? Because the Chaos Studio is the Dark Knight Returns, right? It's a very specific. I mean, this is fire.
We spoke about this one already.
This is the one I have.
Yep.
Now go to the Chaos Studios one.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Bear with me. I got 3 screens running. Chaos Studios.
Let's check this out, Austin. And then Hunter, we're gonna get to your question. I think it comes down to taste, Austin. I'm about to check out the sculpt via the picture, but not everybody likes that Dark Knight Returns body style. Hush Batman is a little bit more.
Chaos Studios Hush, right?
No, Chaos Studios Batman.
Oh, here it is. The 112?
Yeah.
eBay 138, about the same price. It's like the Dark Knight one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the third party here. I mean, it just really depends.
Yeah.
Oh, that head sculpt is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. This actually might. That is serious, Chris. That's a freaking work of art.
So
I agree. Yeah, Austin. See, I stand corrected. Yeah, this is. Dang, why didn't I get this? When it was less than 138.
Let me toss something out there to all the people listening. A couple months ago, Lawrence and I toyed the idea of we're gonna have our own store where I found long story short, I've been importing for a long time. And I got a line on some figures. Unlicensed third-party figures, just like this stuff. If you guys would be interested in some of the stuff that we had to offer, there was a lot of offerings, a lot of Marvel stuff, some DC stuff. If you guys would be interested, it might be something that we might revisit come 2026. So I'm just curious.
But for anyone listening online, we are not selling bootleg figures. That is not what we're offering. We're not offering a pipeline to bootleg figures. We are not doing anything that's unlicensed.
No, we have figures that you guys might be interested in.
There we go.
Yeah.
But,
And
and it could be any figures. Who knows? Who
but
knows?
they did look great. I'll tell
They
you that.
do look good. Austin C, I agree with you, man. But I honestly, I'm not saying this is figure of the year, but you can't sleep on that Christian Bale in art
That's
figure.
dope.
This sculpt is crazy. Like, look at that. This head sculpt is kind of ridiculous. This
That's
is
dope.
definitely top 5. Etc. Can't wait for the figures that are going to be coming out this year. Yo, with the Joker Heath Ledger, we're getting a Jack Nicholson McFarlane Joker,
Yeah, I am all about that.
but it's sort of Jack Nicholson because they don't really have access to his likeness, but they can make a Joker figure from the Batman '89 comic
But
books.
can that figure dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I think he needs to be able to dance with the devil.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. I mean, the Hush figure. I mean, the Hush Batman figure is cool. I just don't like that the utility belt doesn't stay in place. I
That's
haven't taken it out yet. Does it? Does it move around?
yeah,
Oh,
that's annoying.
that's annoying. I'm gonna do an unboxing, hopefully before
Especially if
Christmas.
you like to play with your toys.
I love playing with my toys.
Me too. Me
What?
too. Me too.
What? What did he say? Um, what are your thoughts? Oh, we're gonna get there. That's part of the news, Hunter Icky. We're gonna get there. I'm talking about the chaos. Yeah. We caught up. Okay. Let's look at some news, man.
All right.
Speaking of which, so James Gunn has finally revealed that Brainiac is the villain in Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Hold
We've
on.
never seen a live action Brainiac, have we?
I think we saw him in the Krypton series. And we
No.
saw a version of him in Smallville, although he didn't look like that. Lawrence, what you're referring to, Lawrence, is they're making a 1989 Joker based on the comic book, which is based on the movie. Yeah. That's their loophole. So
That comic book was terrible.
I didn't like it, but that's their loophole. Loophole. Okay, what do you guys think about Mezco doing Batman Dark Knight figure?
Mezco Dark Knight. Let me see. Lawrence, you're muted.
I think this kind of style figure can work really well with soft goods, with all the plastic plating and stuff like that. But Chris, real quick before you do, let's talk about this casting news, man.
Yeah.
So no, Brainiac, he's been I think Krypton and Smallville, but he's the big bad. James Gunn kind of hinted towards it, but also like denied it, but also hinted towards it and denied it. But it's revealed, and it kind of makes sense, right? Like you have Brainiac, who's incredibly physically strong, but is also incredibly his mind is ridiculous. So
Right.
the perfect villain that like Superman and Lex Luthor would have to team up to fight.
Yep.
They cast this actor uh, right here. He won the role, and I can tell you a bit about him. Now, I don't think he's an actual unknown. Chris.
All right. Sorry. Allergies are out of control today.
That's all good. It is all good. Yeah, so his name is Lars Edinger.
Looking at him now, picture him green with
Oh,
like nodes on his head and bald. Like
yeah.
it's working for me.
And he's one of those guys where it seems like he's an unknown, but if you go on his IMDb, he has 153 credits.
Yeah.
So he's not a star, but he's seasoned.
He's
seasoned.
seasoned.
That's pretty exciting, man. That's pretty exciting. I love all this Superman news. So that's the first bit of news we got here. I'm very excited to see what they do with Brainiac. Not to get too sad, but we got to show some love to my man right here.
Oh man, when Harry met
Rob
Sally,
Reiner. Yeah,
Stand By Me,
dude. But I watched Princess Bride over the weekend.
classic.
Yeah, and it what hit me is he did something that I don't know if anyone ever did back then.
What's that?
He created a movie that made little boys and girls think they were watching the same thing. Little boys thought they were watching this sword fighting adventure, and little girls out there watching this fairy tale. Like he got them both to sit down
Yeah.
and watch the same piece of content without being bored. And that's like the Fred Savage character. He didn't want the romance. He wanted this, but then he wound up liking the romance. And I'm sure for little girls, they didn't need all the sword fighting. But by the end, it's kind of cool. Like he found a way to create a movie that everyone can equally enjoy.
Yeah.
Princess Bride is like my top 5 movies of all time.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Dude.
Stand By Me, I love that movie.
Stand By Me, Harry Met Sally. I mean, Spinal
Misery.
Tap.
Yep.
Misery, but like such a wide variety.
Right. It's not like he picks one genre. He's all over the place. What he did.
Dude, just want to celebrate this man's work. Like Princess Bride for me personally is like, of course, Stand By Me. Princess Bride is like that hits hard. That hits hard. Always did. That's my jam. That's my jam. So, anywho, so dude, there's this rumor, and it's not a rumor, and I try to stay away from it, but I can't. Lawrence and James Ranson died today, and there are rumors going around the internet that Captain Adam might be coming to Creature Commando season 2.
So James Ranson's the guy. He was in The Wire.
I think I just saw that like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, he died. He committed
unalived.
Yeah, unalived. Yeah.
Did he though? Did he?
That's the report. I said that unalived by his own hand.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw. In fact, let me look right now because I saw it pop through. In fact, I was about to send it to you too.
I barely saw it before we jumped on.
Yeah,
I didn't really watch The Wire.
I love The Wire, but he was in a couple other things too that we were into.
46 years old.
Yeah.
Very sad.
You never know what people are going through. So especially now during the holiday season, where for some people it might be the happiest time of year, but for some other people it's difficult because many reasons. So just trying to have grace with the people around you and.
Absolutely, and I would say just have grace all year round. It doesn't hurt to be kind. Yeah. And if you ever find your boundaries being pushed, just get out. Exactly. If you can, or set up that, but like, yeah, you never know what someone's going through. For some reason in my mind, he did that role so good. I think of him as, he killed it. That's the thing. Yeah. Right. Like he would take on roles that seem smaller, or just the dad being a beast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being a beast.
40.
So I don't know if you know about this, Chris, but the Avengers Doomsday leaks, trailer leaked.
I saw it. It was on. I saw Avatar, and they dropped the trailer during Avatar, and they said Steve Rogers will return.
Now that wasn't supposed to happen. So this has the internet going crazy, for good and bad. A lot of bad, because Endgame ended things so well.
Right.
I don't want him to come back. I don't want to see Robert Downey Jr. back. Now, of course, I want them to work, and like I'm not trying to like yuck anybody's yum, but what an end to a chapter! And then you're telling me we had to endure 5 years of you guys trying to set up new characters, all for y'all to just fall back on the ones that work, or the actors that work, right?
I mean, we had real consequences to events that happened, and then now these consequences don't mean anything.
And I'm like, well, where's Moon Knight? Where are the Eternals? Like, after Endgame, you went out of your way to set up all these other stories and characters, and in the first big Avengers movie since Endgame, it's gonna probably feel, I don't know. This is the fear, that it's gonna feel like a sequel to Endgame, ignoring the 30 projects after Endgame.
Right.
Which is, I don't know. But what a leak for Steve Rogers to come back. And they said he may not be Captain America. We don't know what it means. But it's that thing of it.
No. They said Steve Rogers will return. They didn't say Chris Evans. They showed him getting off the bike. They showed him holding the Captain America outfit. And it said Steve Rogers will return to Avengers.
It has to be Chris Evans. He may not suit up as Cap.
He might not,
They may let Mackie be Cap. They kind of need to let him be Cap.
unless there's two caps. I don't know. No
Just
cap.
confusing. No Cap.
No cap.
I'm not gonna yuck it because I don't know what it is, but it's just you can't ask for a better conclusion to that chapter with Endgame. Like I don't want them to use the multiverse to undo all the greatness they did.
Yeah, I mean, they already undid Black Widow, right? So
No, she's still dead.
no, not in What If. She's not.
That's well, it's
But what if it's canon though?
it is, yeah, but I don't feel like a lot of people watch What If. I feel like we watch What If.
That doesn't matter to Marvel though.
Well,
Marvel do this stuff and assume you watch everything.
I don't mind I don't mind if she's in What If, but if they cross that What If Black Widow over into the regular universe and bring back Scarlet, then I'm like, you're using the multiverse just to get out of everything.
They did with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was based on the What If episode.
I don't mind it, and I don't mind Gamora coming back like a variant. That's it though. That's it. I'll let you have Gamora from a different timeline, and she's in this world. And how does she deal with Peter? I'm down with that. That's it. You can't just have everybody else come back from a different timeline because then it undoes the greatness.
It does everything.
It does everything. But we'll see.
Only good guys come back. Bad guys will come back too. Like,
well, Loki already. The whole freaking Loki series is of a variant because the actual Loki was killed by Thanos in Infinity War.
Right.
So the entire series of Loki isn't even the Loki.
Right.
That's it though. I'm like, we accepted it. That's it. We let y'all use y'all multiverse get out of jail free card. That's it. That's all you get. We got a picture of freaking Jessica Jones on set of Daredevil season 2.
Oh, sure.
An official pic here, which is pretty cool. I wonder how they play into all this stuff. But maybe they're just street tier. They don't deal with the intergalactic.
They did a great job with Defenders, in my opinion.
I hated Defenders, Chris.
Really?
No, that's not true. Why'd I say that? I think when you said Defenders, I saw Iron Fist, and I had a knee-jerk reaction.
Okay, I get it. Iron Fist is, but Defenders were focused on these most active 10 blocks in New York City, but they kept their focus contained.
And Spider-Man just so happened. Well, I guess there was no Spider-Man in that universe.
There wasn't.
Because by that point, Netflix separated themselves, or Marvel separated themselves from Netflix.
Right.
I really, really wish that James would have chosen Alan Richardson to play Batman. He's the perfect Bruce Wayne. No, he's great. I do think. I don't want to yuck your yum. I think he's too big. I think he's too big for Batman.
Well, Batman is what, 6 something, and freaking he's still. It depends on which storyline you read, but there's a lot of storylines where he's a behemoth.
But he can't be, because Bruce Wayne still needs to be able to put on a tuxedo and walk into a ballroom, and people don't think you look like a superhero. He needs to still be able to be somewhat of an athletic, regular guy.
I'm gonna tell you what: if we got an absolute Batman movie,
well, that's different. Because that Bruce Wayne's not rich. He's not walking to a ballroom. He Batmans during the night and just builds stuff during the day. But if we're talking about a Bruce Wayne that still has to be over, the dude is like 245, 250, 6'4". Like the second the police are going, we have to figure out who Batman is.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, how about Bruce Wayne who came back jacked and has all the? I think it needs to be closer to like Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was big,
but he's not Alan Richardson big.
He's not Alan Richardson big, and I allowed it because they went for that Dark Knight Returns type of style. It was very stylized. But Ben Affleck to me is as big as he should get. Like I don't necessarily need my Batman towering over Superman either. Athletic. But if Alan Richardson walked into a room, everyone is turning their head.
Yeah.
He needs to be like noticeable but not noticeable. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I was listening to a podcast with Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman is probably the greatest bodybuilder ever, right? Mm-hmm. So Ronnie Coleman was a police officer for a lot of his time. So
Mm-hmm.
he said that they're asking like, "What's your regrets?" He's like, I was so big, I never got into any fights. No one ever messed with me, and I was itching for action, and I never got that action because people would see me and give up immediately.
Right. And if we're talking about Bruce Wayne in his prime, how are people supposed to feel about Bruce Wayne? Lazy, apathetic,
Right.
silver
So you got a
spoon
guy who's
kid.
hyper focused and like making sure he's getting 250 grams of protein a day and eating 6 meals and freaking banging weight and doing cardio and doing all this stuff. It doesn't vibe with the Playboy.
But Christian Bale, Batman Begins, jacked, ripped, but still, when he puts on a suit, can hide it. You know,
Yeah.
Lawrence, what are your thoughts on people believe your thoughts on the article of James Gunn says Batman is boring? I agree with what he said in the article, because in the article he's basically saying that there have been so many stories of Batman on screen and beyond. For them to create a new Batman franchise, they have to really think, what are we going to say, or what story are we going to tell that hasn't been done before? So I think that's when he meant like Batman's boring. For them to go over, for them to redo the stuff that's already been done would be boring and would be problematic. But when you have a character who's been in the spotlight since 1989 consistently, with the exception of 2 or 3 years on and off, yeah, yeah,
I'm telling you, Matt Reeves did a great job. Batman is best when he's fighting street level crime. He's not fighting these intergalactic world ending
right. But
threats.
if James Gunn's going to start a new Batman franchise, he can't just do that now, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Right. Because
So
Matt Reeves is doing it. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna do like a buddy thing, like a Brave and the Bold, where you has Batman and Robin together, so it differentiates from the Batman?
for
It,
me, I think that's where you go. Batman as this young father figure,
yeah.
like that we haven't touched that before. Because even with Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, Robin was already like 21 years old, which
Yeah,
is a different dynamic.
and I think we're ready to have a a, a Robin. We're ready to
I,
have
oh,
maybe a
we're getting a Robin. We just don't know if it's going to be Damian Wayne or Dick Grayson, but we believe we're getting a Robin, and I think that's what makes it different. Okay, who should play Batman then? There's a couple people that I think would work, that and who's probably not even on the radar, but I think Jacob Elordi is interesting,
yeah.
uh,
The guy
from
from Euphoria, right?
Euphoria, but he also did Frankenstein. So
Yeah.
he's a beast of an actor. He has depth. Um, I forget his name, but Clint Eastwood's son, Scott
Oh,
Eastwood,
he has the
he's got
superhero jaw, that
yeah,
square.
and this other guy who's right now he's in The Housemaid, and people wanted him to play Batman for a while. Um, so how do you guys feel about Snyderverse coming back to Netflix? I don't
I,
think it's coming back.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see
I don't think
how
it's
it
gonna
can
come back.
happen. Really.
I don't see why it would happen. Like I get all the Snyder Bros. This wasn't some $1 billion amazing franchise that was cut short. I don't know if there's money there to bring back the Snyderverse because it is so expensive.
But if you bring it
Um,
back, in what sense are you gonna bring it back? Is it just gonna be a streaming universe, so it's
maybe
separate?
I guess so. And Elseworlds, I'm down for it to come back as an animated, but for a
Let,
live action, that's like you're gonna spend almost $1 billion on this new
and let,
franchise.
let me ask you this: we watch it because yes, we're geeks, right? And we're gonna love it. If say there was a Snyderverse and the James Gunn universe running parallel, separate but separate but equal, right?
Hmm.
Do you think that the market can justify non-nerds to have two universes with sharing IPs but different? Do you think that
No,
that can support itself?
no.
Right, and
I
that's
think I think you can have a Robert Pattinson Batman and new Scott Eastwood, whoever they cast Batman. But to get Cavill, Affleck, and Gal Gadot back, that's not like, oh, we're gonna get some new actors. No, you're getting people that come with a price tag now.
right.
I don't see
Right.
how that makes
You
any
have to
financial sense.
have you have to have a bigger audience than us nerds, and I don't know if the appetite is there, especially with the superhero fatigue, to justify two
Even
parallel
if
universes.
the appetite was there, I still don't know if it's worth the
Well, the
expense.
appetite wasn't there the first time. If it was there, we would still have a Snyderverse. And let's be
Yeah,
honest, if
and we're not talking theatrical release here. We're talking like 14.99 a month.
right, and that's really it. The Snyderverse didn't fail because oh, you know, the Snyderverse failed because people didn't watch the movies. The movies were poorly reviewed. They didn't perform the way they should have, and that's why they failed.
They
And
failed.
that's the fact. If the Snyderverse made billions and billions of dollars, we wouldn't be talking about James Gunn.
It'd still be here.
We would be in Justice League 3, you know, in the Snyderverse doing whatever plans that they wanted to do. But it's because it didn't perform is why we don't have it.
And that's it. James Gunn is going to destroy the DC universe, like JJ Abrams.
Etc.
etc. I disagree with you. I disagree. I mean, it's already successful. It's already successful. Supergirl trailer looks trash. You're a hater because it doesn't
Really?
look trash. It don't look trash.
I didn't think so either.
Now, I had my criticism. It does feel too James Gunn, sure, but it's not trash. It's not trash. But do you think James's universe really going to survive in the next years going against Marvel? That's going to be. I don't think it has to survive. I don't think it has to survive going against Marvel. I think there's a world in which Marvel and DC can both run parallel. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't think Fantastic Four over the summer, I don't think it was as good as it could have been, but I saw both.
Right.
I think if both sides just make good content and not worry about the race to the finish line, we're all going to go see both. We're going to go see Avengers and Justice League. We're going to see Batman and Blade. Like, we're going like, and most people that aren't geeks, sometimes they don't even know who's DC or Marvel. They
Right.
just want to see a good movie.
We just need good content, and we just need content that appeals to more than just the geeks. It needs to have widespread appeal, and if
The
it
reason
does that, then they'll succeed.
The reason I say that Supergirl is going to get killed next year by Marvel.
I don't know about that.
Well, hold on. It should, because if Supergirl's going up against Avengers Doom or the Doomsday, if she's going
Are
up
they
against,
releasing the same time? Avengers Doomsday is releasing 12/18, and what's isn't Supergirl released in
oh, she's
December?
over the summer.
Yeah, it's June 26th, I
But I
believe.
think something else is. But either way, it's like I don't look at James Gunn DC's first projects having to compete or be compared to Marvel's 68th project.
So supposedly, Spider-Man allegedly, Brand New Day is coming out the 31st, which is a month after Supergirl. Then
Right.
we're getting Doomsday in December, and that's the only two movies that are really confirmed.
And Spider-Man should beat Supergirl. It's Spider-Man 4.
I mean,
Right?
yeah, but after a month, how important are the numbers after a month in theaters?
I don't know. I think it's more for the fanboys. But my point is, James Gunn is doing something that it took Marvel over a decade to do.
Yep.
They're giving us a female superhero. You can't discount that. You can't discount the little girls and teenage girls and young women who are going to want to see this woman be a badass. You can't discount that.
Yeah.
Look, Captain Marvel 1 grossed $1 billion because it scratched an itch that Marvel refused to scratch for decades.
Yeah.
Peacemaker Season 2 tanked. Did it? I loved it.
I liked it.
The final episode was it's an epilogue, but I liked it.
Yeah, that's my issue.
But did it tank?
Hey,
I don't think it tanked.
Hey, FYI, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which we should have right now around this time, is then coming out to fall 2026. That series was a banger.
Yeah, they taking so long to drop these seasons. I be forgetting, bro.
And this is a problem. Let me ask you this. So
let me answer Hunter.
Okay,
all right. So what if Alan Richardson was cast as Captain Adam? Captain Adam, would he yes or no? Because he's not. I want him to be more impactful than Captain Adam. Man, can he be? Can he not be freaking Deathstroke?
he could be.
Can he be Deathstroke? I want him to be. I want him to be somebody. I don't want him to be a good guy. I think I want him to be somebody that messes stuff up. I don't. Lawrence, James Gunn has never made a $1 billion movie. Guardians of the Galaxy?
Let me see.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, my guy. Which might be the highest grossing trilogy. Let me see. Highest gross.
I'm on it right now. IMDb. James Gunn highest grossing movies. Well, you don't deliver what here. You don't deliver what I asked for. Whatever. Fandom wire. Oh my goodness. Are you guys forgetting about Scooby freaking Doo?
Yes.
Okay, so number one.
I didn't say it's the highest grossing.
No, she's right. He's never grossed $1 billion. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2 grossed 869 million. And then 3, 845 million. So he has not crossed. And the first Guardian of the Galaxy, 770 million. So he has not crossed the $1 billion mark. And then from there, he drops down. So from Guardians 770, he drops to number 4. Scooby 270. Scooby Doo 2 is number 5. Suicide Squad is number 6, 168 million. Damn.
Let me say. Well, let me ask you this question, Austin C. Has Zack Snyder ever made a $1 billion movie?
Let me find
He
out.
hasn't. I don't think that's the requirement. I think $1 billion is great, but if you made 800 plus million worldwide on a $200 million budget, probably 300 plus marketing,
then it's
what are we doing?
Well, Zack Snyder's highest grossing film is Batman v Superman, $874 million. So he's right around where James Gunn is.
Right. And he didn't cross $1 billion having Batman and Superman in the same movie, also with Wonder Woman. If you can't gross $1 billion with if the trilogy can't get you to $1 billion, you was never gonna get there.
Yeah, no, Snyder never hit $1 billion either.
Yes, it tanked. Peacemaker didn't make the top 10 shows. But it doesn't make the top 10 shows to be good.
But here's my problem, and this is what I'm having. I don't know if it's either superhero fatigue that they're delaying some of this stuff, but we're getting this stuff 2-3 years after it's taken so long to get next series that people lose interest. Like, are you watching Fallout?
I forgot it was on.
Oh, there you go.
There's so much content, and I don't know. Supergirl's gonna tank, maybe not as bad as Batgirl, but still going to not be good. The trailer of Supergirl makes it think, you're biased, etc.
Wow.
And you're actually wrong. That's actually just not factual. It's not. The trailer does not make it look like it's going to be trash. It may not be your taste. It might feel too Guardians of the Galaxy, but a trailer that shows Akara on another world dealing with the fact that she still has PTSD from Krypton exploding. Like, the trailer didn't give enough story to show that the movie's going to be trash.
I think that's fair. I think, if you watch the trailer, you see the movie, say it's trash, I respect your opinion. I think the teaser is not enough to judge it by.
There's actually, the only reason we know the story is because we know the comic. But if you just watch that teaser without any references, you're getting an idea of tone and character. You may not like it, but you can't say it's going to be trash. No, but we're talking about shareholders. Well, I mean, I don't know, but did it tank is the question, and I don't know if it tanked. Superman didn't tank, and Peacemaker season 2, I don't know if it tanked. I don't know what the streaming numbers are.
Yeah,
I don't know what the expectation was for it's Peacemaker. It's not like he made this broad Superman or Batman series. No, he made a very specific rated R, very niche series that wasn't going to get everybody. It couldn't. It's a hard R. Anytime anything's a hard R, it's not looking for the biggest.
Yeah, I don't
audience.
know. I don't know. I don't know what the measure of success is for a show like that.
I'm telling you, that young lady doesn't feel like Supergirl at all.
I disagree with you.
What does Supergirl feel like?
I don't know.
You're nuts. we've only had Supergirl on screen 3 times since her existence. We had the Helen Slater Supergirl film.
Right.
We had Kara's cameos in Smallville, and in the Supergirl TV series, which was
Well,
more Clark Kent.
yeah, let me ask you: do you feel also that the Supergirl TV series does that give you that Supergirl feeling that you're looking for?
No, well, Silver Age, but she was mostly like Clark Kent than she was
Yeah,
how she's depicted now in the comic. I don't need an alcoholic girl boss, but etc. That's the comics. Like literally in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, she goes to a different planet to drink because she's dealing with the PTSD of losing Krypton and losing her livelihood. Like literally, she's wearing a trench coat and she's at a bar in the comics.
yeah.
And Supergirl is a girl boss. She's a superhero. She beats people up, guys and girls included. Like what I don't know what would you want to see with a Supergirl movie. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. But that is the comic. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is
In fact, hopefully I
that.
get that for Christmas. I'm gonna read it and I'll
I
let you
almost say you shouldn't read it. You should watch
know.
the movie first, maybe.
Nope. I don't care what you say.
Do what I tell you,
You don't
Chris.
tell me how to live my life.
Superman only made the budget back. That's not true. But that's just not true. Superman grossed almost 700 million. His budget was not 700 million dollars. That's just not true.
Hold on.
There's a lot of false accounts online, but that's just not true.
Superman budget versus earnings. So according to AI, James Gunn Superman had a budget around 225 million, with marketing costs potentially adding another 100 to 125 million, totaling 325 to 350 million.
And it made
It's
616 million worldwide.
worldwide
Not,
gross is 615 million after theater cuts. Blah blah blah. Yeah,
but that not counting DVD, not counting streaming, not counting merchandise, not counting all the other things, the albums, the apparel.
yeah.
So I don't think that, respectfully, Lawrence, average audience that watch these hero movies are men. That's very true. But
True.
guess what? Wonder Woman did amazing in the theaters. Gal Gadot. Captain Marvel 1 made $1 billion. So yeah, and Kara, they're not launching Supergirl in a vacuum. They established her as part of the DC universe. She had a cameo in the beginning of Peacemaker. She had a really big cameo in Superman. She's part of a continuing universe. Lobo's in it. So it's not like they're just, here's a Supergirl.
Low, the main man.
Lobo's in it. Who else? And there might be other people in it too.
And
So it's not like, and I want to see it. So, and I'm a dude because I like superhero movies and I like Supergirl. So I think I don't know. I don't know.
I think also, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not all about the girl boss like rah 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 stuff either. But I think we were coming to a point where we were seeing the same formulaic movie every time. And to switch it up and to change, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I still want to see like, my main guys and the your grade A superheroes, but I'm okay with seeing something deviate from that normal pattern. And I think it's good. I think it's good for the genre too, because what's going to happen is when things get formulaic, you get that fatigue. Then all of a sudden, people stop going out to see these movies. The movies
Hmm.
start to tank, and it kills your universe. It kills your Snyderverse. It kills opportunities that are coming out.
And
So
the criticisms around female superhero films is that they're so perfect. The women beats everybody. She's so good, and because they don't know how to write for women, so they just do this archetype of perfection and virtue and being virtuous. So then they're like, okay, we'll come out with a movie where your superhero is heavily flawed. She's dealing with PTSD. She's dealing with having a world but not having a world. Her cousin doesn't even know their own language. Like they're giving you this very flawed, very human character, and we're still calling her girl boss. Like which one is it? Is girl boss super perfect and doesn't do anything wrong, or is she super flawed and might be messy? Like to me, this is what I want from all characters, not just to be a stereotype. It feels like they're going against the grain with this Supergirl film.
yeah,
Captain Marvel 2 did tank.
yeah.
Black Widow tanked.
Black
Well,
Widow
kind of
tank, but wait, time out. Black Widow
now
tank
did
because
it,
it came
but
out
did it? No,
before.
wait. But we also got to okay. Hold on. We got to bring numbers here, man, because we be saying things tanked because we didn't like them. Did they tank?
Black Widow wasn't a bad. Black Widow was actually a pretty good movie.
I
But
like
my
Black Widow.
criticism for Black Widow was it should have came out 5 years prior. We didn't need
Facts.
we did not need a Black Widow movie after Black Widow was dead in the universe.
Black Widow might have lost some money because of marketing. Are we saying sexism won? Is that what we're saying? Because Black Widow was good.
Wakanda Forever tanked.
Did it? No. It might have broke even. No, it didn't. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how much money you spend on a movie. Any movie that makes north of $800 million in the box office did not tank.
They earned a significant profit around. They're saying it made around $260 million for Disney. It did. If I think what he's comparing it to, and this is what they're saying here, it did underperform compared to the first Black Panther. But
well, the main character died.
You lost your star, and they lost the Chinese and Russian markets.
Right, like this. There's more to this thing than just yeah. And Captain Marvel, the Marvels, it didn't do well. You're absolutely right. That did tank. That tanked.
Marvel was fun though. I can't front. The Marvel was fun,
but it didn't make the money. So I'm saying we can't just group them all together because they were female led. Like it's not true.
Yeah.
Lawrence, they could just release the Snyderverse in comics. Dude, I'm down for that.
Well, I mean,
I'm down for that.
We're getting all these properties by like Dynamite and Boom and stuff like that they're releasing. That stuff that was canceled, VR Troopers and all this stuff that's getting released in comic book. We even have a Django series that was out there for a while. Like this is, I'm all about that. About that.
I prefer animated because I feel like with a comic book, it can overstay its welcome. I want to see Snyder make an animated and then end it. Like, show me how you were going to end this.
Yeah.
I don't want it to keep going.
You just want to animate because you can barely read. That's the problem.
Well, thank you for telling the world, Chris. The way a movie successful is by the standard that Marvel set years ago. Well, that is very true.
They set that bar high. I mean,
they did.
Yeah, but look at First Avengers. I mean, First Avengers was such an event, was something we'd never seen before.
If you go back and watch it now, it's okay. It's an okay movie. It's good. But like if somebody who wasn't born when that movie came out and watched all these other movies and then watched that for the first time, they'd be like,
what?
Okay.
Wait, time out. Here's the problem I have with that statement. You're saying you're going to watch all these other movies and go back to that. It doesn't have the same effect if you've seen all the other movies because all the other movies piggyback off that. So you have to have someone now who hasn't watched the other movies to go back and watch that first.
But they're still watching everything else. They're still watching every TV series, every movie, even movies that aren't Marvel. Like Marvel benefited from being first. And that's why they were the best, because they're first. And I'm not saying their stuff in the beginning doesn't have legs, but they've exceeded their own standards. They can't come out with a movie as simple as Iron Man 1 now.
It's like Apple. Apple came out with the iPhone. iPhone was the leader. iPhone revolutionized things, and now they're struggling to keep up.
No, yeah, I'll give you Black Widow didn't, but it wasn't because the movie was bad. It was because it was the first time. It was the first time Marvel put a movie out into the theaters that did not matter to the multi. She's dead. Like Marvel never put out movies that didn't matter as far as like pushing the story forward.
Right. That movie should have came out 5 years ago.
A movie to do nowadays has to make 3 times as much to have success, which is foolish because like they're putting themselves in a corner with that. I agree, etc. That's ridiculous. So for me, personally, I don't really care what their costs come down to. Any movie that makes over $800 million, any movie that makes over $600 million, really, is somewhat of a success.
Yeah.
And I do think they're thinking so. Now, Austin, this is where I disagree with you. I don't think that's considered a flop. I think now they're with this new model that's going on, they're considering that a success, knowing they're going to make most of their money on the other end. I make $600 million from my theatrical release. Then I make this much money from my streaming release. Then I make this much money from my DVD sales and the score and the toys and the book bags and the comic books. Like they're not banking the way people go to theaters now. They're not banking all their money being on just the theatrical release anymore. They can't. That's why I think that what's considered a flop nowadays is not a flop. It can't be. It can't be. So yeah. Other news. Yo, what do I have here? You don't care about this, but My Hero Academia is coming out with a new final episode, spring 2026. This show ended, Chris, and you actually would like this anime.
I might.
It's about a young kid in a world where everyone has powers, and he doesn't have powers.
Yes.
Yet I told you about it, and the Superman of this world, All Might, gives him power, and you watch him try to control it over the next like 8 seasons or whatever. And it finally concluded, but they're doing a bonus final episode, which I think is great. If we go by your standards, then new Superman movie got beat by Man of Steel. I don't know if it got beat by Man of Steel, but I don't know if Man of Steel beat it. I think.
What, you're going by gross earnings?
I don't know. I don't think Man of Steel was a flop. I think Man of Steel was pretty perfect for the first Superman movie in a very long time, and it made money like it was the first Superman movie in a long time. And my issue was that they didn't continue with the story. They pivoted to build a universe instead of continuing this very young Superman story.
Man of Steel grossed 670 million.
Yeah, that wasn't a flop. Listen, guys, if these joints really flop, you wasn't gonna see Henry Cavill back as Superman at all.
Facts.
We're not like we wouldn't be getting a Man of Tomorrow with David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult if Superman flopped. We would end a god if that man be Superman if Man of Steel really flopped.
Right.
So they ain't. I don't know that wasn't a flop. James Gunn's Superman budget of $225 million and had a worldwide gross of $600 million. But if you also look at the marketing, toy sales, well, toy sales gave them money. With marketing, they still made more. And like I said, I don't think they're banking on just theatrical release anymore. I don't think any of these films can.
And that's what
These budgets are so big.
That's what AI says that now they base it on the hybrid model that factors in all these factors for different revenue streams.
I think James Gunn even said that. Like, you guys are looking at this box office numbers, and you don't understand like these IPs lend itself to make money in so many different areas.
Because gross earnings is misleading, right? A big number, you can make a big number and still not be profitable just because you made a big gross. So if they're factoring in, we don't know what happens behind the scenes, but if they're factoring all these things, and if I know my margins on some of these ancillary streams are super duper high, like the toys and the merchandise,
they made money off of these guys.
Right. And their margins might be through the roof on that stuff. So for them, to box office sales may not necessarily, be the end all be all.
But Man of Steel made $671 million. That's game over. What do you mean? What do you mean game over? What does that mean, Chris? What do you think that means? What's game over?
Know, maybe because that you consider a flop. Not sure.
Lawrence, there are rumors going around the internet that Supergirl breaks even.
350 million. Wow, that's expensive.
People are breaking. Where are the rumors coming? Like, there was a teaser that had no story. Honestly,
what he's saying is that the cost to make that move was $350 million. So that means that has to make.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Probably. No, maybe not. But probably altogether, that's what it takes to make a superhero movie.
Maybe.
With marketing. Probably with marketing. I can't see it being without marketing.
Yo.
Those crazy. All Superman are.
And don't sleep on Ollie's. I've gotten a lot of good deals in Ollie's. And you know what, though, too? I think
you got the McFarlane figures? Or
McFarlane, or maybe the actual, like...
They be showing up at Ross, too. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, I spent top dollar for that.
Right. But you got to think, too, is that when they come out with the Superman figures, it's like kind of what I complain about with, like, the old Batman figures. It's like you have, like, Sonic's Armor Superman and all these other variations that they flood and those might not sell. So, look, also, I'm telling you, get up Ollie's and scoop them up.
Get them. You can have an Ollie's in Cali?
I have an Ollie's over here. It's like a half hour away, but I'll go because sometimes you never ever know, and sometimes you hit. It's like Ross. Sometimes you hit gold there.
We have a little bit more news, and then we out of here.
All right, go ahead.
Some comic news, man. And like March 2026, we're getting a team up. I guess very similar to Deadpool Batman. We're getting Superman
Oh
Spider-Man
shoot! Oh
team
shoot!
up.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be a one shot, and it has, I guess, Peter Parker and Clark Kent
I will buy.
chasing down a similar news story. And they, dude, Chris, they're gonna get your money because
I
there are
already know.
variant covers.
I already know.
Variant. Hold on. Let's first of all, I had this. This looks like Jorge Jimenez. It does, and this is the cover I want. That is pretty sick. I love everything about this cover. Then we have this joint, which I don't fully understand it.
Because that's the is that the Connor Kent armor?
No, that's Superboy Prime. He's a bad guy.
Yes.
And I don't really know what.
It doesn't with those covers. They don't have to go anywhere. They can just take. They just the Deadpool covers I have. It doesn't mean anything. It's just.
I like it when they mean something.
This means something.
This is pretty cool. This looks like Jim Lee.
Yep.
This means something. You know, you have Supergirl and I don't know if that's Spider-Man. No, Silk. Is that Silk? I don't really know. And then we have not crazy about this isn't my favorite art style, but I love the look of it.
I like the light behind it though.
Oh, this is sick.
That's a dope angle.
This is interesting, but it's
is that the Russian Superman, which was
it's pretty much like a what if Spider-Man versus an Elseworld Superman, which is actually pretty fun.
Red Sun, that's what it
was. Red Sun.
Yeah.
And then this is odd. So I feel like I don't know if this is an older Spider-Man, but I feel like he should be with Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
But still cool. This is dope. Now this Black Suit Superman, Black Suit Spider-Man, that is dope.
That's a dope poster to have.
And then this one is pretty cool. I would get this one too. That's pretty cool.
I would buy as many as I can. I'll tell you that right now. I already know.
And then we got this one.
Our Girl, Black Cat.
That's pretty dope. And then this one. But I think my favorite personally is probably the main one that's coming out.
That was cool.
I like this one. What are you saying here? I agree with you, Hunter. Take the fact that Man of Steel came out in 2013, the fact of inflation, tickets to Man still dominated. That's not really true because when you factor in inflation, you also have to factor in the cost of living. So ticket sales were cheaper back then, but also ticket sales are more expensive now, but also they're more expensive now. So how many people are going to the theaters? So inflation also works with everything. That means the cost of making the movie, the inflation's high. Like inflation isn't just ticket sales. It's everything. So if we're saying Man of Steel's ticket sales were $7 and James and Superman ticket sales were $17. So of course it made more money. But it also costs more money to make. It also the cost of living isn't as high as the inflation. So I can't say that. I don't think it's a one for one situation. But I think what it comes down to, and et cetera, I love you. What it really comes down to is, for whatever reason, Warner Brothers got out of the Superman business after Man of Steel.
Yep.
Zack Snyder said it himself in a recent interview. He could have done a Man of Steel 2, but we can do Batman.
Yeah.
The second he said we can do Batman, they stopped with Superman.
Yeah.
Man of Steel was not a flop. It was divided, but it still had a lot of legs. They opted to get out of the Superman business and kill him in his second movie and have him show up in the third movie, Justice League, at the end. They chose to do that.
Sure.
So I can't. We can be mad at James Gunn. They chose to do their Superman dirty, and then have him have a cameo in Shazam, but not show his head. Like they did all that stuff without James Gunn. They ruined their own universe.
Yep.
Without James Gunn. And then after James Gunn's tragedy, Warner Brothers decided we don't even like his version of Justice League. Let's have Joss Whedon come in and fix it. None of this was James Gunn's fault. They screwed the pooch all on their own.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
James Gunn.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I seem to like Superman toys at Ollie's right next to the Wakanda Forever. Like, how does that happen? Also, Game Over means Henry Cavill's Man of Steel movie won as being our best modern day Superman. It can't win if it lost, Jack. It can't win if it lost. All I know is this, and I'm a Superman fan. Only one actor is getting a sequel to his movie, and that's David Cornsweet.
Yeah.
Man of Tomorrow is Superman 2.
Yep.
Henry Cavill never got a Superman 2. Not because he didn't deserve it, not because he's not good enough, but because, like I said, Warner Brothers / DC wasn't trying to stay in the Superman business.
Yep.
And if Snyder kept going, Superman would have been the bad guy in the Nightmare Universe world, whatever he's going to do. But I'm happy that you and etc. are on the same page. That's the problem. That's what's awesome is that we can all have different points and opinions. But guess what? Etc. does not like James Gunn's Superman. But what did he do? He went and saw it. He saw it. So fanboys, you can hate it. You can I think that it's going to tank, but at least go see it. And then if you hate it, you hate it.
Yeah.
You gotta support the culture.
Yeah.
David Cornbread. Now you can't see y'all haters because y'all know between the two, David Cornbread looks more like Superman in the comics. But they both listen, Chris.
They both work, man.
They got me defending. I like them both. There's a world where both sit on my shelf, Chris.
That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel.
There's a world where both sit on my shelf, man. Right?
Yeah, I'm with it.
And it ain't that James Gunn's fault that Henry Cavill ain't Superman no more.
Right.
You know? The Rock had to pull like his power just to get Cavill back.
Right. For a thing that didn't go anywhere.
But to get him back. Because they, for whatever reason, they were done.
Yeah.
My wife is not into comic books or superhero stuff. Even she preferred Man of Steel over James and Superman.
That's fair.
Even my dad. That's cool. That's cool. My wife, who's not into superhero stuff, preferred James Gunn Superman over Man of Steel.
I don't know who my wife preferred. She preferred.
I think she thought Man of Steel was boring and didn't feel. And she's like, for her, the biggest thing about Superman is Lois. Their chemistry, the romantic element to it. And Man of Steel, it was pretty cold. So for her, it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
I like Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong. I like Man of Steel for the good parts of Man of Steel is better than the parts that the set pieces and action elements of Man of Steel can't be touched, Chris.
Look, I think that, I think that
the heart and soul.
Yeah, they're very, very different movies. I think James Gunn gave us a live action Superman in the animated series, and if that's your take that you prefer, I don't think I can't fault anyone for liking one over the other. I think you can be a fan and prefer a certain style over another style.
Yeah, I agree. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but I prefer Tobey's movies. I prefer that story of Spider-Man. I like him not being Iron Man Jr., but I still rock with and watch the Holland films. Personally, I don't believe that James Gunn really is going to fulfill out his universe. For me, I think he's going to get fired soon. That's the level of now. I'm like, how do we get there? That's where it's like, how are we predicting he's going to get fired? Like, how do we get?
I mean, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of they expect a lot from him, giving him that opportunity. So
and etc.'s clapping. You guys are toxic. You guys are the toxic fandom.
Yeah, right.
No, guys. Like, and here's the thing. And I love y'all, but here's what I want to say, and I'm done. We're out of here, Chris. If James Gunn gets fired, Zack Snyder does not get rehired.
Facts.
We just don't have the DC universe anymore.
Facts.
They're not going to reboot this for the third time, guys. They're not. So if James Gunn gets fired, it's not all right. Back to the Snyderverse. That's not what's going to happen.
Right.
We're probably just going to not have a DC universe anymore. Right. We'll have Batman movies pop up every now and then because they always will.
We'll have standalone stuff.
Yeah, and maybe you get a Superman down the line, but we're not going to get this type of thing again if they fail at it twice.
True.
So I want James Gunn to succeed, because even if the phase 1 has weaknesses, well, phase 2 may not, and phase 2 might be dynamite. Like they're in their first year,
Right.
you know.
Give him
But
some
I
grace.
understand if you don't like it. But just so you know, if he's gone, it's all gone. They ain't losing that much money again.
Nope.
Anyway, Chris, I'm getting out of here.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh shoot, it is Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for watching. Chris and I will. I think I can do it next Sunday. I think.
I should have my parents here, but we'll figure it out. We'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. We'll show our Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a end of the year like top 10 content. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for debating with me back and forth. Austin C, etc. Hunter Iggy, I love you guys dearly. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Austin's still in the fight because James Gunn has had how many opportunities now? Once we're talking about stock, how many opportunities has he had?
I don't know.
I think we're still in his first year.
We'll see what happens.
But and here's the thing: if James Gunn, there'll be a lot of course correcting that happens before he gets fired.
Yeah.
But let's play. If that is the case, but I don't think Peacemaker 2 or Creature Commandos. I don't think they're significant enough to do anything.
No,
those are streamers. I mean, I don't think it's now Superman.
Those are appetizers, I think.
Those are appetizers. I don't think a whole lot of money is. It's like I said, it's a rated R series with a very niche audience. I don't think they're banking all their money on Peacemaker season 2.
Right.
Superman's a different story, and I do think it did well enough to start the franchise.
Obviously, they're making more.
And making more. And if you look back on all the Phase 1 movies, like they didn't gross crazy box office. The Phase 1 joints, they were a slow build, and once we got to Avengers, it was game over. Iron Man 2 probably made a lot of money, but you look at Iron Man 1, Thor, First Avenger, Captain America, they weren't. I don't think any of them were north of 700 million.
I don't know. Yeah, before superhero movies became like $1 billion franchises, I think.
Right. So I'll give it some grace. But if you guys didn't like James Gunn Superman, that's cool too. But Merry Christmas, Austin C. Like it's a fantastic episode because you guys played with us.
Yep.
And time will tell. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it turns into something we all like. And if we don't all like it, hopefully there'll be movies that we all like. You may not like Superman, but maybe you'll love Batman. You don't like Batman, maybe you'll love, who else knows what's coming down the line.
Exactly.
Thank you, my guy. Have a Merry Christmas. Chris, Merry Christmas, you son of a...
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, brother. I'll talk to you.
Peace.
Later.
Peace. We'll do a figure of the year. I see you, Austin. We will.